Hey everybody, it's John back again with another Masters of the Universe Classics review. Today I'm going to take a look at the Snake Armor HeMan and Battle Armor King Hiss, which were based more off of the 2000X HeMan than the classic toy line. This is the brown chipper that they came in. And once you open that up, give it a little pull. The two figures in the box. It's a little bit more compact and everything's crammed in there, but it still is a pretty nice looking package that they had. As you can see, it's a Snake Armor HeMan, the most powerful snake hunter in the universe. This little cool Snake Man logo sticker on the front there. And Battle Armor King Hiss, slither and leader of the Snake Men. Adult collectors, it's a kind of modified version of the typical box that we get. And on the back you have a look at a few other snake characters, the Snake Man, Tongue Lasher, and Snake Face. None of which I've so far been able to get my hands on, but it's okay, a little bit at a time, right? And here is the bio for HeMan. If you feel like reading that, you can always hit the pause button, and as well as for the Battle Armor King Hiss. Normally I'd read these, but there's a lot of information on there. And that's really all there is to the packaging, so bear with me a second and I'll get them out and we'll take a closer look. Here we have the two figures outside their package, and I have to say right off the bat, the Snake Armor HeMan has got a lot of crazy detail on him. But his only issue is that he's hard to stand up so far, and the King Hiss is pretty cool looking. He's got this kind of Egyptian Snake Man vibe, and his feet are fantastic. So I think we'll take a look at King Hiss first. We got nice detail on his face. And all throughout his armor. I think that's the original King Hiss's armor. He's got these little snake and fangs on his kind of wavy cloth skirt piece. I like the detail here in his boots with the little snake faces and his feet. His feet are great. Little toenails. He's got these sandals on. That scale pattern going around to the back. His armor looks like a little slightly different color green than his body, which is nice. And his articulation is pretty standard. You got a little bit of head movement that's hindered by his headpiece, which goes all the way to the back and covers up some of the details on his armor. And he also has the hinge and ball shoulders, bicep at the top of the arm. He's got a single hinged elbow, and he's got a wrist rotation, yep. And then he has a hinge at his midsection to give him an ab crunch. Then he goes a little bit, and he's got a rotating waistline. And he does have some articulation in his legs, but they do get hindered by his lower piece here. Not a lot of back and forward because of it. Does have upper thigh rotation, single jointed knee, and no boots because of no boot cut because of this. And he does have a little bit in his ankles. They're really tight, which I'm okay with because he'll stand a little bit better. And just to kind of compare him with the other King Hiss that we had received, here's the original based off of the 80s toy. As you can see, there are very nice similarities, and it goes back and forth to the updated version. I think they did a pretty good job making him a little bit different, yet similar. You can see he comes with the same accessories. He comes with the snake shield. Instead of red, it's in this brown color, and it just clips onto his wrist. And he also comes with the serpent staff. Instead of green, it's in this yellow and brown color. And that should slide right into his hand. It's going to need to be opened a little bit though. His hand is tightly closed, so it's not going to be easy to get it in there. Normally, I have the opposite problem with the classic figures, that their hands are very loose. This one's very stiff. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get it in there. I don't want to... He's almost got it. His fingers don't want to open up at all. Wow. Well, maybe we'll try swapping. This one's just as stiff. Oh, I guess I can't complain about his hands. Usually I get a lot of gummy hands. There it is. So that hand will hold it. You can put this in this hand. Very nice. Now he does have at his waist a peg that if you're gentle with, you can take out and swap. And then you just swap the snake body on like so, and then you have your serpent on this little base. It looks pretty nice on these feet, and these legs are nice. And then gently pull that back out. And I always get a little bit nervous with these because I don't want to break that peg. So there's our King Hiss. We'll put him aside. We'll take a look at the crazy snake armor HeMan. There's a lot going on with this guy. Again, he has this kind of windswept hairdo. He has a little bit younger looking face. Crazy shoulder pauldron. His half chest armor, which is kind of weird. I don't know why you'd have half chest armor. He's got his snake catching device on his arm here. Nice silvers, little details all inside of his little bracer here. The snake and sword logo and all these different little leather pieces are really nicely sculpted. Even the armor on his shins is cool. And then he's pretty much HeMan underneath. And his articulation, I think, is pretty similar. He does have a little bit more movement with his head, thankfully. He's got the same shoulders, biceps, elbows, wrists. He does have the ab crunch and the rotating waist. He gets a lot more movement out of his hips, though, thanks to the cuts in his armor right here. He can move his legs forward and back pretty good in all of that. Same with the upper thigh. Single knee joint again. No boot cut thanks to his shin guards, and his ankles are extremely stiff. I'm not going to really worry about him too much. And here he is with the original HeMan, based on the 80s figure again. So you can see there's a little bit of differences in the face, not a whole lot. And he does come with his version of the 2000X version of the Power Sword, which was this weird mechanical sword. It's probably, for me, the weakest, one of the weaker parts of the show. I like the classic Power Sword myself. Oh, HeMan's gonna sit down for a minute. Oh, I guess you can make him left-handed, holding the sword, because on the other hand he comes with these pretty cool little snake grippers to help him battle off all the snake men, and they just slide into this little groove, and then you have him with his little snake catcher, and you have your HeMan. It's a pretty good set. And these two, I mean, you can, I don't think that these ones are as crazy priced, because they weren't the classic figures, they were the 2000X figures, so they weren't quite as sought after, kind of like how the second Adventures of He-Man figures don't go for as much as the regular original ones do. But I think they're pretty cool. He's got a nice design to his armor, especially this whole section right here is crazy. Looks like he should be in like a Soul Calibur game. And the King Hiss, some other King Hiss he comes with is really nice too. Move He-Man out of the way here. Go over there for a second. So that's the two from the Snake Battle Armor set. I definitely enjoyed both of them, and I think they'll look good on the shelf. So, as always, thanks for watching this. Hit that thumbs up button if you would like to, and subscribe for more videos, and I'll see you around. I just want to say thank you one more time for checking out this video, and if you're interested in seeing any more, you can click either one of the links that will be over here, and if you'd like to subscribe to my channel, there'll be a button down below where you can do that as well. And again, thank you.